Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. This is like my fourth time trying to record this, but I'm doing pretty good. We tried recording yesterday, but I looked like this. It was so bad. It was so bad. Anyways, today's video is about Gabbie Hanna. A brief history of Gabbie Hanna. So that's what this series is going to be. We did Trisha Paytas. I was going to do like deep dives into things, but I was like, you know what? I would rather do a brief history of some of these celebrities. It'll be mainstream celebrities, YouTube celebrities, maybe celebrities from the past. Who knows? Brief history of. That's what we're doing. Today's is Gabbie Hanna, because I figured why not? One of the greatest YouTube feuds of all time, or internet feuds, was Trisha Paytas versus Gabbie Hanna, and we will get into that in this video. Right off the bat, Gabbie Hanna was born February 7th, 1991, which makes her 34. In 2013, she started on Vine. So Vine was an app before TikTok, and Gabbie had over 5 million followers on Vine, and she was doing comedy skits and little storytelling things and little jokes and stuff like that. So in 2014, she launched her YouTube channel and called it The Gabbie Show. She was still on Vines because Vines was still a thing in 2014, which was great, but she was focusing on both. I don't know how you'd focus on both, but she was. She was doing both YouTube and Vines. In 2016, Vines shut down and she just did YouTube. She did get a TikTok and stuff, and she was on Twitter. I think everybody was on Twitter when it was still Twitter and not the dumpster fire it is today. That's my opinion. We're trying not to have opinions in this video. Full disclosure, as I was going through the Gabbie Hanna stuff, you guys, she is not okay. Okay? I don't know if it's partly the mental illness or her personality or what it is, but I think it was creating a vicious circle. And I just want to get that right out of the way now. I feel like she would be awful, and then people would call her out on it, and it would trigger her mental illness, and she said her mental illness would get worse. And then because it was getting worse, she would be awful, and then it just went round and round and round she goes, and where she stops is February of 2023. We'll get there. But I just wanted to put that out there like right away. Because of the very bizarre thing Gabbie Hanna was. I don't think she's like that anymore. Anyways, so 2016, Vine shut down. She focuses on YouTube. 2017 comes around. She changes her channel name to just Gabbie Hanna. She also released her first single, and that was called Out Loud. So we'll get a little bit more into her music career in just a minute. It was also the year she published her first poetry book, which was Adultolescence. Like adolescence, adultolescence. From 2018 to 2023, she was doing her poetry and her music on YouTube. Amongst many other things, but that was the span of it. In February of 2023, she vanished from the internet after letting some guy in her house and having like a weird TikTok breakdown thing. We're going to get into that too. She vanished off the internet, and then in March of 2024, somebody found her, and she was a fitness trainer in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. So she has been doing fitness training. Good for her. Nowadays, she just kind of keeps a low profile, looks after herself, focuses on her health and her well-being, her mental health, her fitness journey, being a fitness trainer. That's what she's doing now. She is not, well, she's kind of doing a couple of YouTube things. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot. There has been a few videos, but anyway, as of today, okay? So the first thing I kind of want to talk about is a bit of a positive thing with Gabbie. She did music. So she had singles, Out Loud, Satellite, Monster, Honestly, Call Me Crazy, Happy, and she covered Alanis Morissette's You Oughta Know, which is, I love Alanis Morissette. She had 2 separate albums, which the first one was Two-Way Mirror, and the second one was called Bad Karma. I'm not even going to get into that. Anyways, she had 2 spoken word albums as well, Adultolescence and Dandelion, which were also her poetry books. It takes a lot to be able to write music, produce music, sing music, all of it. Good on her for doing that. Just like I said about Trisha, minus pop star Trishy, that was an entirely different... Ew. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. Have I ever heard any of Gabbie Hanna's songs? No, I haven't. But some of them became quite popular. So good for her. You do you, if that's what you want to do. Poetry's a little different. Poetry's kind of hard to push out into the mainstream. It's a very niche market. It's very like, you do like a spoken word album, and it's like just, yeah, it's a very niche market. Anyways, good for her on the music scene. I feel like the music thing is probably one of the only real big positives as you look into all of her stuff. She was also funny. Like, her comedic timing is good, but the type of person she was, I don't know if she still is, was kind of awful. And like, all comedy is based in tragedy, so maybe that's why she was so funny. I know that part of the reason I am so sarcastic is tragedy. Anyway, it's drama time. So the first bit of drama that I think she got into, please keep in mind that this is a brief history of Gabbie Hanna, not her entire life and every nitpicky little detail, because I don't have the patience nor the time for that. It's just a brief, like, rundown, like a synopsis, like you're cheating on the book report. And this is the cheat on the book report. Okay? This is the synopsis video of the, like, 10-hour Gabbie Hanna video. Anyway, in 2017, there was another YouTuber named Rice Gum. And she claimed that Rice Gum assaulted her at a party. Now, there's a lot of, like, he said, she said about this one. So she said that he broke her cell phone because, she was like taking pictures and stuff, and he denied it, saying she was exaggerating it. So that was the first little splice of drama that Gabbie got into. I feel like drama channels and stuff blew it way out of proportion, and they probably did because it's usually what they do, and that's okay. That's okay. That's they can do them. That's fine. I watch some drama channels. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? It got me through the fucking pandemic. So 2018, we fast forward ahead to the Kenza Cosmetics scam. So I remember this. I remember hearing about this. Let's say I remember hearing about this. This was this cosmetics company promoting free makeup brushes for a low shipping fee of $10. So you send $10 to this company and they send you free cosmetics brushes. Well, if you have to pay shipping for them, they're not free. So Gabbie was promoting this on her channel big time, and even though her subscribers were like, we didn't get our brushes, the brushes we got are terrible and low quality and gross, and I'd never put this near my face, she went on to defend the company. They were probably paying her a lot of money. Part of why I do not take sponsorships and stuff on my channel is that reason. A lot of people never got these makeup brushes, and it was a stain on her reputation big time. Fast forward to 2019. There's a former Vine star named Jessi Smiles, who Gabbie was friends with, okay? So Jessi was dating this man named Curtis. She broke up with him, and she charged him with assault, okay? So what ended up happening was that Curtis assaulted Jessi while she was unconscious. He was charged and he took a plea deal. So he was held accountable for his crime. Gabbie, while saying she is friends with Jessi, was still supporting Curtis behind Jessi's back. If your friend is assaulted, you do not support the assaultee, okay? You just don't do that. You just don't do that. Gabbie denied any wrongdoing and said she was just being friendly with this person because they were on similar platforms and they had collaborated, and, you know, you have to kind of keep up appearances. Jessi called bullshit on this, and there was a phone call between Jessi and Gabbie where Gabbie sounds really defensive, super manipulative, kind of gaslighty. Remember the word manipulative because it will start coming up a lot. So that friendship completely fell apart. The internet took Jessi's side, and it was the internet that was calling Gabbie defensive and manipulative. So the public started to turn against her, and this is when her villain arc started. It gets worse. It gets worse. In 2019, she also did Escape the Night, which is a TV show that was on YouTube that was made with YouTubers. And the premise of the show was they would be on the show as a made-up version of themselves, and it was a murder mystery. So Gabbie was on the show in 2019, and then in 2020, she claims she was mistreated on the show by multiple cast members and by the production team. She accused the production team of mistreatment, saying she was forced to wear clothing that didn't fit. They didn't accommodate her dietary restrictions, and that she was starving on the set, and she had a panic attack on set and wasn't helped, and that she was bullied on set. So she's claiming that these people dressed her inappropriately, starved her, didn't treat her for a medical condition, and then she was bullied. I call bullshit. So the creator of the show, Joey Graceffa, and his boyfriend / producer, Daniel Peretta, I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, let me know. Clap back. Big time. They had receipts, okay? They came with receipts. She approved the outfit and the fitting via email before filming, so her claim that she was forced to wear clothing that didn't fit is BS, okay? She knew what the outfit was. She knew what she was going to be wearing. She can't claim anything on that. There is also proof via text messages that production went out of their way to get her proper food. She refused to eat it. She was also rude to staff, complained about everything, refused to leave her dressing room, which delayed production and delayed filming, which costs money. And the other cast members called her out on her diva behavior. So Nikita Dragoon and Manny MUA were also on this season, and they confirmed that she had a really bad attitude. She made others feel uncomfortable, and she was constantly complaining and trying to manipulate the situation. Gabbie tried to force the narrative that she was ganged up on this television show and that everybody was lying, from production to other YouTubers to the people who were trying to get her the proper food. Everybody was apparently lying and nobody told the truth. She never apologized to anybody for what she pulled on this show. And she just kind of like stopped talking about it, whereas other people would keep talking about it. Editing Josie here. So this is the first editing Josie in this video. That's pretty good. I tried to sit through the Gabbie Hanna apology video that she uploaded September 11th of last year. Tacky. Very tacky. But I guess her YouTube 10-year anniversary was September 10th of 2024, and that's the day she felt she should apologize to everybody. Her apology is so self-serving and so... it's disgusting. It's one of those that's not how an adult apologizes. She's laughing through people she slighted and took her notes and all that other stuff. And if you're apologizing to somebody, actually apologize. Don't like thank them for taking their jobs. Say you're sorry. She didn't mean a word of it. That's the impression I got from the apology. It's gross. I know she's grown a lot and she's in a better place now. Hopefully, we don't know. Anyway, that's just my take on it. I tried to watch it. It was hard. It was bad. I didn't like it. So she did try to apologize. And past Josie didn't realize that until editing Josie came in to the picture and saw the apology video. So she did try to apologize, but it was an absolute crock of shit. Anyways, back to past Josie. As the Escape the Night stuff is going on, drama channels also accused her of trying to control the narrative about herself. And the two channels that Gabbie really went after were Ready to Glare, which I like her channel, she's fun to watch, and Angelica Olis. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right. Forgive me, okay? Gabbie made an entire series about the drama channels coming after her, and it completely backfired. So she was going after these drama channels, saying the drama channels were going after her and saying false things about her and creating this narrative about her that isn't true and all kinds of other stuff. Okay, it was crazy, and I kind of remember a little bit about this. It was back in 2021, so we're like in the pandy and trying to just have some form of entertainment. I never watched Gabbie's channel. I did watch Trisha's at some point in time, but that's in the Trisha video. We talked about that. I never really watched Gabbie's channel because I did not like her. There was something about her that I was like, no, we're good. Anyway, she always felt that the drama channels were trying to gaslight her and that they were being manipulative, when Gabbie was the one who was trying to manipulate them and manipulate the narrative. And these channels were calling her out for things that she had said in her previous videos. And she's going after them saying, well, I never said that. It's like, girl, you said it right here. Everything is right here. Yes, you did say that. Don't lie. Don't lie. You absolutely did say that. So Gabbie was trying to manipulate things again, and it completely backfired. She also came out and called all of these drama channels losers for profiting off her mental health and her mental illness. You were too. It's a two-way street. You're profiting off your mental illness as well. Now we're at the part about one of the biggest internet, YouTube, TikTok feud things ever going. Gabbie Hanna versus Trisha Paytas. It all starts in 2019. Trisha's dating Jason Nash, as we all know. Watch the other video. And Gabbie tells Jason that Trisha has herpes. Jason tells Trisha that Gabbie told him that she has herpes. Trisha was mad. Rightfully so. I would have been livid if that was me. I would have been livid. Trisha made a video about Gabbie calling her obsessed, a liar. She never talked to Gabbie about her personal things and that they weren't friends. Gabbie makes a video claiming she was trying to protect Jason and she wasn't spreading rumors maliciously. She was just telling her friend and the internet that Trisha had herpes. Trisha's still mad. She denies having herpes, called Gabbie a weirdo, and this really weird back and forth started on social media. It was video after video after short and we didn't have shorts back then, so TikToks and all kinds of shit was happening, okay? Gabbie kept bringing up that Trisha had herpes on podcasts and that they were friends, and that's how she found out for like 2 years. Trisha was getting really annoyed and just wanted to move on from it and move on with life and just wanted to be done with it because she wasn't friends with Gabbie. Trisha called Gabbie delusional, a liar, and narcissist, and they were never really friends. Gabbie started coming after her, saying she has proof that they're friends, and Trisha kept denying it and called Gabbie crazy and said she made it all up. So in 2021, I know this is like 2 years of this shit. So in 2021, Gabbie leaked private DMs showing Trisha talking to her normally. Trisha said she was being polite because Gabbie was crazy. Trisha also accused Gabbie of being dangerous and manipulative and gaslighting everybody around her into thinking that she was the victim and that Trisha was bullying her. Whereas Gabbie's the one who started the rumor about the herpes. See what I mean? Gabbie said that Trisha was the real manipulator and having everybody believe that she didn't have herpes, and that Trisha was going to drama channels to have Gabbie targeted by these drama channels. Girl, and maybe if you weren't being so fucking crazy, they wouldn't be going after you. So after all of the Trisha Gabbie drama, I don't know if she ever really let it go. I know that Trisha doesn't talk about it anymore and doesn't want to have anything to do with it anymore because it is creepy and it is weird. And Trisha has moved on with her life and she has babies and is doing well, and the internet still hates her or loves her or whatever it is. So I found this clip from the Just Trish podcast that I'm just going to play while I'm talking about this. So I found this clip from her podcast where she's talking to her co-host about Gabbie and saying that she's talented and she enjoyed her music and that she hopes she's doing well and that maybe one day she could come on Trisha's podcast. It's kind of like water under the bridge for Trisha, but I don't know how much it is for Gabbie. Who knows? Maybe they all moved on. They're not really friends. And Trisha even says in this clip that they just didn't really click and they didn't really have a huge friendship. So, c'est la vie. Gabbie, on the other hand, in 2022, seemed to be having a breakdown on TikTok. She posted over 100 TikToks a day and made cryptic religious statements. And it was starting to scare her fans. And it all came to a head when some random stranger goes into her house and she's acting like she has no idea who this person is. She's never seen them before in her life and she's wondering why they're there. It later came out that the guy was there to do a collaboration with Gabbie. I don't know what kind of collaboration they were going to do, but they were going to do a collaboration. The internet didn't think that's what was happening because she framed it as just like some random stranger coming to her house and coming into her house without her knowing. So the internet was worried about her. I actually even did a video like, I hope you're okay, Gabbie Hanna, because I used to do drama videos and I stopped. These brief histories aren't supposed to be drama videos. They're just a brief history of, and we're going to do all kinds of things. A lot of these people do happen to be very associated with drama, but we also mention their positive things and good things they have done, like Gabbie's music career. Awesome. Good for her. Too bad she didn't continue with it. Or her comedy. Her comedy, a lot of people really, really, really liked it, and she is funny. I'm not gonna lie, she is funny. Every comedy comes from tragedy, so you know what I mean? But yeah, I just don't do the drama videos anymore. I don't want to be involved in that, and we're just doing our brief histories of, and that's how it's gonna be. We're all good. We're not gonna report on people's newest and craziest call out and bullshit and these two people had a feud and all kinds of other things. We're just not gonna do that. Okay. After the crazy dude in Gabbie's house and all that other stuff and the stranger and whatever it is, she vanishes off the internet. Completely vanishes. Gone. A lot of her old videos, if you go to her YouTube channel, are deleted. There isn't a lot of stuff on there anymore. She kind of wiped Crazy Gabbie off the internet, which I understand. I totally get why you would do that. I actually got rid of a lot of my drama videos. So just because I didn't want to be in that anymore. So I privated almost all of them. I think except for one or two, they're all privated. And that's okay. That's okay. You're allowed to get your crazy shit off the internet. It just is what it is, right? But a lot of Gabbie's videos are gone. That's fine. I don't know about her TikToks because I am not on TikTok. I'm also not on Dumpster Fire X anymore. I deleted that account and that was sad, and I talked about that in another video. Anyways, somebody found her in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, and she's a fitness trainer. And she has moved on with her life, and she has appeared on a couple podcasts. I know she did a couple videos last year. Her latest video was from 6 months ago, and it was called A Long Overdue Apology. She posted a couple last year. There's some from 8 months ago. There is some 9 months, and she just seems to be off the internet again. Good for her. Let her do her thing. Let her live her life. I hope she has her mental illness checked. Apparently she has OCD, anxiety disorder, and I think borderline personality disorder. I am not sure. I hope she gets the right help for those, and being on that mental health journey. I understand that, because that is part of why I stopped doing the drama. I was just like, nope, this isn't for me. Let's check my mental health and make sure that I am okay. Because I have had a lot of mental health struggles. And here we are, just brief historying people. So, that brings us to the end of the video. And the question is Gabbie Hanna the same person she was back in 2019, 2020, those eras, being manipulative and, quite frankly, an awful human being? We don't know. We don't know. I hope not. It seems like she's grown. It seems like she's taking care of herself. She's doing her fitness training. She's concentrating on her health. Good for her. I wish her all the best in this world and in her new journey. And I wish you guys all the best too. Like, subscribe, turn your notifications on if you want to. Let me know in the comments below if there's anybody you'd like me to talk about and do a brief history on. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.